Mayfield as the Grayson County Cougars open the 2019 playoffs. Last week, it was a shutout victory over Hart County, 34-0, snapping a 3-game losing streak. That one meant nothing. This one means everything. Just 1 year ago, the Cougars came in here as a 3 seed, going up against the number 2 seed Graves County, and they ran all over the Eagles in a big-time win. And a good evening and welcome here to Mayfield, Kentucky and Graves County High School. Sam Gormley here with you tonight on a chilly night for football, but we've got a heated press box up here. It feels really nice up here, but our crew is in the elements. No rain like last time these two teams played. We'll have a little bit more about that here in just a minute. But today on our locker room show, we'll give you a recap of that game played back in October that Graves County beat the Cougars 21-10. We will let you know a little bit more about each team, talk to the offensive coordinator of the Grayson County Cougars, Brian Jones, and have more, as that'll all be coming up here on the locker room show, as this is Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back here to Graves County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars are getting ready to take on the Graves County Eagles here in a playoff matchup. As we appreciate you joining us here tonight, as these two teams met back in October, as they met back on a rainy, cold day in up at Grayson County. The final score of the game was 21-10, but if you're watching with us right now, we're going to give you a little bit of a recap of this game with some of the calls. As you can see, I mean, really, the story of that game was rain, wind, more. We're not going to get any of that tonight. We're going to get some of the cold, but here is a little bit of a recap from that game back in October. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers again, dropping back to pass over the middle, and is intercepted at the 30-yard line. He has a hole across the 20, 10-5, diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Zach Bratcher is the one who comes down with it, who is right to him, and he had a wide open lane. A 30-yard interception for a touchdown, and Grayson County gets on the board first. So here comes the punt, and it is blocked. And it's going to be picked up here at the 17-yard line. He's going to be tripped up from behind, diving towards the end zone. And that is a touchdown for Graves County. About a 17-yard block punt return there for the Eagles. On.
Convin is ready, takes the snap.
Handoff again across the right side. Big hole across the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10. That's a touchdown, Graves County. McKee on the run, 29 yards, and a touchdown for the Eagles. Heavy wind as it's blowing right into his face. Placed down, the kick is up. It's a line drive kick, and it is good. He puts it through. In. Handoff across the right side to Goatley. He's got a hole going into the end zone. Touchdown, Graves County. So Graves County has taken a 20-10 lead here over Grayson County on the 11-yard touchdown run by Goatley. Stay tuned in for the fifth quarter show. So we'll have all of the updates that you need on this game here, as that will do it. Graves County defeats Grayson County by a final score of 21-10. So that was the little bit of a recap of that game. 21-10 was the final score of that game as Graves County defeated the Cougars. Graves County, though, comes into this game with a record of 6-4, finishing 4-1 in 5A District 1, with their lone loss coming to Owensboro. As they are winners of 5 of their last 6. But when you look at their playoff record, they have lost 5 straight in the playoffs, with the last win coming in the 2014 state semifinals up at John Hardin High School. Last week, Graves County defeated Marshall County by a final score of 28-21. You didn't get to see a lot of it in that game, and that you just saw the recap of, or if you watched it with us on K105 Digital Productions or listened to it, as the Graves County passing attack is what they have a lot of success with. John Brown is the starting quarterback. So he's passed for 1,726 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. 2 of those interceptions came in that game at Grayson County. As Zach Bradshaw, you heard him have the pick 6 that gave Grayson County the lead at the time, 7-0. As it was either the first or the second play of the game. I'm trying to remember exactly, but it was one of the first couple of plays of the game. And Grayson County took an early lead, but Graves County ended up scoring 21 of the next 24 points and winning that game by the final score of 21-10. Clint McKee had a big game on the ground in that one, as he is the primary runner, 177 carries for 1,140 yards and 6 touchdowns. He rushed 27 times for 167 yards and a touchdown against the Cougars. Cody Goatley will also get some rushing, as he has 351 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns. He had a season-high 114 against the Cougars. Well, going into that game, Grayson County was worried about the passing attack, and instead, Graves County ran all over them. Race Richards leads the team with 38 catches for 624 yards and 5 touchdowns. Mason Grant is second on the team with 30 catches for 431 yards and 4 touchdowns. Clint McKee and Kyler Manning both have at least 14 catches and 200 yards for the Eagles as well. Scoring offense is averaging 27.8 points per game. Cody Goatley, one of the top players in this district, and he has multiple FCS offers down at Murray State, which is not far from where we are here tonight. And him on defense is something that you really got to work around. 118 tackles. So he has an interception, 3 fumble recoveries, 4 tackles for a loss, and 4 sacks. He's the man on this defense. If you can take him out of that defensive front for Graves County, you can have success in moving the ball against this defense. With that being said, that's easier said than done, because he is one of the top players, that Grayson County's probably faced this season as far as an athlete on that defensive front for Graves County. Team has 35 tackles for a loss. 5 different players have had 4 each to tie the team lead. Looking at this, the scoring defense gives up just about 27 points a game. The rush defense gives up 171, and the pass defense gives up just shy of 140 yards per game. Connor Thomas is the team's kicker. We'll let you know a little bit more about the Grayson County Cougars coming up. This is Cougar football right here on 103.9 The Moose.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Of 26 on PATs and 8 of 9 on field goals. Looks like we have rejoined our digital productions broadcast. We apologize for that. If you were listening and wondering why you were just looking at a blank field with no screen, with no sound, we were having a little bit of technical difficulties. We fixed up the batteries, and we're roaring and ready to go here between Grayson County and Graves County. We were just running down some of the Grayson County stats as the Cougars again come in with a record of 7-3. This is the second straight season that the Cougars have finished the year 7-3. Ironically enough, last year they also had a 3-game losing streak, and last year they also traveled to Graves County in the first round of the playoffs. Is fate saying that an upset could be coming tonight here for Grayson County? You never know. Anything can happen. As we said this morning on In the Know, if these teams played 10 times, Graves County would probably win 8 of them. But all you need is for it to be one of those 2 times to pull off the upset. We'll come back and talk with the Cougar offensive coordinator, Brian Jones. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just walk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Richfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back here to the Locker Room Show on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the offensive coordinator for the Grayson County Cougars, Brian Jones. And, Coach, after going back and watching some of the film from that game against Hart County, do you see some improvements from your offense?
Yeah, definitely. I think up front, offensive line play was really good. We had, I think, 350 yards on the ground or something. Anytime you're rushing for those kind of numbers, those guys up front are doing their job.
When looking at going back to last week before the game, we were talking about reclaiming momentum, not going into the postseason on a 4-game losing streak and instead getting that one win. Have you seen something different from your team now that they got that win under their belt and got the monkey off their back?
Yeah, I think build some confidence back in them and really get back to that good feeling of doing things right and having success and all that stuff.
Logan Kopp has been your quarterback this season, and I know really has not had much experience playing that position at all. How impressed have you been with his development of quarterback since just a few weeks before the season started to today?
I think he's done a good job managing our offense. We haven't had the greatest passing attack, and that's one of the harder things to learn as a quarterback is how to read a defense and kind of know when this guy does this, I need to go here with the ball and everything. And so we've been limited there. But I think he's done a good job in some of our option game, and I think he's done a good job running the ball. And he's been a big contribution to us having some success early on in the season. Him and Hunter Gibson both contribute a lot of production.
You mentioned Hunter Gibson, and that led right into my next question. You came into this year looking to fill the void, rushing-wise, left of Qdarius and Derek Ruth, and then also even Noah. How has Hunter, do you think, fulfilled some of that role, along with Jacob Kerr?
Well, I think this past offseason, from his junior year to his senior year, I think Hunter has bulked up and added some muscle, so he stayed healthy for the most part, and that's been kind of an issue with him in years past is he's had some injuries that's kept him out of some games. So he's been able to stay healthy is a big part of it. and I think he's picked up a majority of that production that we lost in Cudarius. Hunter Bullock, his production was kind of picked up by Kopp, and then we've kind of sprinkled in some other guys with Jacob Kerr and Ethan Stewart and Caden Woodcock to kind of help mix up the rest of the production that we lost with losing Derek Ruth and such. And I think combination of all of them have done a pretty good job. They've all kind of got their things that they're good at, and the one thing with Hunter's, like to see him protect the ball a little bit more. He's had some fumbles here and there, but he's really done a good job and really been the workhorse for us, and had some games where he's touched the ball over 20 times, and that's a lot of carries, and so he's done a good job. I think he's sitting somewhere around 50 yards short of 1,000. That's a pretty good year.
When looking at this game, the obvious thing that stands out is the road trip. And going into tonight, once you get there, you're going to be at over 850 miles traveled for the season. On the way back, you'll pass 1,000 miles. Traveling that much this season, does that make this road trip almost obsolete tonight?
Well, I think really more than the miles for the year is most of these kids, or a lot of these kids, were on the team and on the bus last year when we went there. And we're in the exact same situation for the most part as we were last year here, sitting at 7-3, playing the 2 seed of and then opposite district, and now 2 seed in our own district. And we've got to make the trip in cold weather and try to win a game and move on in the playoffs. So it's a very similar setting as the last season, and so hopefully we can come with a similar outcome.
Last month you played this Graves County team in horrible conditions, I think would be the safest way to put it. Can you learn anything from the tape of that game, or do you almost just kind of throw it out because you're not going to be playing in conditions like that very much?
No, I think it taught us a lot about ourselves. Offensively, I think it exposed some complacency. We had to get back to trying to do some basic things correct, footwork, hand placement, head in the hole, things, that we had kind of just, I think, started to overlook, and were able to kind of get by with not doing the little things correct. And so now we've been able to work on those things and hope for a better outcome.
What do you want to see from your offense? Against that Graves County team, you had 79 yards rushing, I think, against them, and 0 passing yards, and obviously the conditions had an impact in that. But what do you want to see from your offense to have more success similar to last season?
Control line of scrimmage. They play very aggressive, very hard. They return a lot of starters on defense, and so we got to control line of scrimmage, open up some holes, and be able to run the ball. It's super cold weather tonight. It's going to be hard to throw and catch, and so we're going to have to do some things right up front and continue drives, be able to flip the field, and those kind of things.
We've talked about Cody Goatley, the main linebacker there in the middle. Do you almost have to game plan around him, or is he just going to find the ball?
No, you definitely have to know where he's at, and he does a great job. Super aggressive, big kid, strong, plays extremely hard, both sides of the ball. So you got to know where he's at, and sometimes you got to put him in a bind, and I think sometimes maybe run away from him and just kind of try to mix it up. And the other thing is try to get him running from sideline to sideline, wear him down.
Coach, good luck.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Well, more here on the Locker Room Show coming up after this.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9.
Welcome back here to Graves County High School, where Grayson County getting ready to take on the Eagles here in some playoff action. These two teams have met twice before in their history. It was last year at about this time where Grayson County ran all over them. Qdarius McHenry had a massive game, rushing for nearly 350 yards and I think 6 touchdowns, something along the lines of that, and a 54-35 victory over the Eagles. And then just last month, up in Litchfield, Graves County 21, Grayson County 10 was the final score. So the two teams have split this as they're right now meeting at midfield for our opening coin toss. Let's see if I can get some captains for the Cougars here tonight as they're on the opposite side of the field. But your keys to tonight's game for Grayson County, we've talked about it the past 2 weeks. Claim the momentum. It's the most important thing when you have a game like this. The momentum is absolutely dire. You need to have it going on early in this game. Control the line of scrimmage. You heard Coach Jones talk about it. Grayson County has to be able to run the ball. If Graves County completely dominated the line of scrimmage when these two teams played last month, if that happens again, we could be in for a long night. And the secondary is the key. Graves County is going to pass a whole heck of a lot more than they did last time against these two teams. And if Grayson County can't take advantage of that, it might be a long night. For Graves County, you take that point and just move it on down. Exploit the secondary. Win the line of scrimmage and get the lead. If they get the lead, Grayson County doesn't play from behind that well. They've only been behind a little bit at points this season. You look back to the Muhlenberg County game where they had a lead. They came back. Fort Campbell, I think they were losing for a little bit at some point. But a lot can happen when it comes to that. The play-by-play of tonight's playoff game is coming up after this, as this has been the Locker Room Show on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
kicking off the 2019 5A playoffs. Sam Gormley here with you on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. This is WMTL Litchfield. As we welcome you in tonight, as it's a cold, chilly night, but the energy is hot inside here. Graves County won the toss and deferred, so Cougars will start this game off with the ball. As Graves County will kick from left to right. As you might be watching with us on K105 Digital Productions, it's the pooch kick that is going to be caught at the 37-yard line by Grayson County, and nothing going much more than that. So Cougars actually going to get decent field position. So I think it was Zach Bratcher that came down on top of that one. So Grayson County will have the ball, waiting for the official spot. It looks like at about the 39-yard line. So the Cougars 39 here. First down and 10. As Sam Gormley here with you, we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's coverage. So we're happy to bring you playoff coverage, something that we're not necessarily always able to do. Graves County showing blitz, shotgun formation for Kopp. He fakes the pitch, and now he's a big hole up the middle, across the 45, tackled up towards midfield. As he's tackled right at that big G at the center of Graves County. The Cougars, though, in their all-white uniforms with orange numerals, as that is enough for a first down. Cougars is right up to the 49-yard line. Cougars in their all-white uniforms, orange numerals, white hats. On the opposite side of the line of scrimmage, Graves County in blue uniforms with black pants and white numerals. Shotgun formation again for Kopp, one wide receiver out on each side. Fakes the handoff again to Gibson, goes right up the middle. This time, though, he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, that's exactly what he does, and he was slammed down on the play. So it looked like he had a pretty decent hole, but it swallowed up really quick. So no score here early on. Grayson County will have it second down and 10, ball placed on their own 49-yard line. As again, we're not always given the opportunity to broadcast playoff games video-wise, so we're excited to be able to bring that for you tonight. Under center goes Kopp. It's a handoff to Gibson. He has a hole across the right side, diving across the first down marker. He's up to the 40-yard line. And that'll be enough for a first down Cougars, an 11-yard pickup there by Hunter Gibson. So a nice run early on, and the Cougar offense is already, it seems like, going to have more yards on this first drive than they did and their entire game against this team in the first matchup. Kopp under center. He's going to keep it himself across the right side. He'll pick up about 2, but nothing more than that. So it'll be up to the Graves County 38-yard line. Second down and about 8 will come up. So I see that the Cougar cheerleaders have made the trip up, and it's about a 2-hour, 15-minute, 2.5-hour trip. As we're happy to see them here as they're helping a small but mighty Grayson County crowd, as there's probably 20 to 25 people over on the opposite sideline from where we are. Under center goes Kopp, the senior quarterback. He's going to, again, keep it himself across the left side, and he'll be bottled up. And it'll end up turning out to be a loss of 1 yard to the 39-yard line. Third down and 9 coming up. And Kopp is keeping that himself, and I'm sure that that's not exactly what offensive coordinator Brian Jones is wanting to see. Of course, though, the Cougars are coached by Ed Smart. He's in his 16th season, as he is his record 84-93 in his 16th season. So ball placed on the Graves 39-yard line. Trips to the far side. Shotgun formation for Kopp. He rolls out to the far side. Pump fakes. Now scrambling, and he's just going to throw it away towards a wide receiver, and that probably is going to be intentional grounding. And apparently they're going to say that maybe there was a running back or a tight end, something out there. It almost looked like Zach Bratcher was out there. But it'll say that it was incomplete. Cougars catch a big break, but they will be forced to punt. Kopp standing at his 50. Runs, and it's a line drive kick that goes around the ground, but it takes a Cougar bounce to the 20, rolling down inside the 10-yard line. And it's going to be down, appears maybe at about the 6 or the 7. So waiting to see where the official spot might be. Waiting to see where the side judge is the grass here at Graves County, like much of the grass anywhere, is starting to die. And they're going to say the 6. So the punt here is going to place the Eagle ball here with 9:03 to play here in the first quarter up to the 6-yard line of Graves County. So Graves County again passes the ball a lot. They only passed 4 times, and on the first drop back, it was an interception for a touchdown. In this game last month, shotgun formation for Brown. He hands it off to McKee, who goes up the middle. He runs towards the line of scrimmage and picks up about 1 or 2. So he gets up to about the 8 or 9. They're going to say to the 9, so it's a 3-yard pickup there by Clint McKee. On the season, McKee has 177 carries for over 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. He had 167 yards against the Cougars last month. Shotgun formation for Brown. McKee is to his right. Brown to pass. Off into the flat. It's to McKee. Caught at the 10. He has a bunch of grass across the 20, across the 30. He's across the 40, across the 50, and he's going to go to the house. There is no one there to get him. 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Graves County. 91-yard pass completion off the screen. And Graves County strikes first and leads this one 6-0. As I'm not sure McKee could have gotten any more wide open, as he didn't have a Cougar defender within 15 or 20 yards of him. 91-yard pass touchdown. So the extra point here coming from Connor Thomas. He's 28 of 30 on PATs this season. As here comes the snap. It's corralled. The kick is up. It's long enough. And he put it through. 7-0 Graves County. 8:15 to play in the first. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Gibson on the return as they made that about a 30-second timeout. Not waiting the full minute, but we're back here as the ball was just picked up by Gibson at the 25, and he pretty much laid down on it. And they might give him up to the 26. That appears where he will be for Grayson County. 7-0 though, Graves County leads this one. Sam Gormley here with you tonight. Under center goes Cobb in the I formation, a bunch formation, and a whistle is blown. Dead ball, false start called against the Cougars.
False start against the Cougars.
So that'll end up pushing this one back to the 21. And after moving the ball on the first couple of plays pretty well, a rough start here for Grayson County after giving up the 91-yard touchdown pass to Clint McKee. Under center goes Cobb. It's a pitch to the far side to Gibson. He turns upfield across the 20-yard line up to about the 23. So it's a 2-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down at 13. So we'll see if we can't bring you some score updates here throughout the night. McCracken County leads Apollo. 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. As I know Edmonson County is playing Greene County tonight in the playoffs. They're hosting a playoff game as the Wildcats are the district champions of their district. So congratulations to them. Cobb fakes the pitch. Now he has a hole up the middle. He breaks it now towards the near side across the 30. Still on his feet and brought down from behind up to about the 36-yard line. Logan Cobb gets near the first down marker. A pickup of about 12 yards on the run. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Nice run by Logan Kopp. So it'll be 3rd down and 1. 7 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Graves County leads 7-0 after the 91-yard touchdown reception. Again, Graves County stacks the box. They have 9 men in, shotgun formation. It's a handoff to Gibson, and he's up to the 38, driven backwards, but that's enough. It should be for a Cougar first down. And the official points and says first down Cougars. Up to the 37 is where they'll give it to him. That's a 2-yard pickup. As it is a chilly night for football, but again, if you watched or maybe you were at that game from last month, it's a lot better than what it was with the rain and the wind of that game. Cougars spread it out, 2 wide receivers on each side. And it's a handoff to Gibson across the right side, trying to get to the line of scrimmage. And the ball pops out, and I think it ends up going out of bounds. So Gibson took it out to the far side, ended up fumbling. So they're going to give him forward progress up to the 34. But it's still a loss of 3 yards. 2nd and 13 coming up. Pistol formation here. Kopp hands it off to Kerr. And Kerr is driven backwards. Gets away from one man, but about 2 or 3 Graves County defenders were in there. One of the first men in there was Jake Van Cleve. 6 minutes to play here in this first quarter. 3rd down and long coming up for the Cougars.
Makes it 3rd and long for the Cougars.
Waiting to see where the ball will be placed. They're going to say no gain. And a whistle is blown. Timeout taken by Graves County. We'll keep it here and see if we can't bring you some updates as Graves County takes a timeout. 5:45 though to play here in this first quarter. Guys, it is 7-0. We do want to remind you, though, that next Friday night is Meet the Cougar night for Grayson County basketball. As if the Cougars lose tonight, we will have a broadcast of that next week on K105 and then on also K105 Digital Productions. Details of that are still to be determined, but I think they're going to have a chili supper starting at 5 p.m., and then they're also going to have an event with an alumni basketball game, 3-point contest, a scrimmage, and other events happening. So if you can't make it out to the Cougar Den for that, this is a big fundraiser for both teams. You can join us. We'll have some interviews and everything else along with coverage there. There's only one game that truly matters to Grayson County fans, and it's Owensboro 14, Muhlenberg County nothing. 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. And again, that's really no surprise. The winner of this game will make the trip to Owensboro next week. So here comes Grayson County, 3rd down and long coming up. Kopp all alone in the shotgun. He is going to run it himself up the middle on the quarterback draw. And he maybe gets 1 yard up to the 35, and the Grayson County Cougars are going to be forced to punt. And you know what? I don't understand that decision at all. I know that Grayson County doesn't pass the ball, but you almost have to when it's 3rd down and long. And it's not a good punt by Kopp as he gets it away, and it goes out of bounds. It might even be on this near side of the field across the 50, and it'll be up to about the 47-yard line. So just about a 12-yard punt by Grayson County. So the Eagles will have this one placed on the 46. So it's actually more of a 11-yard punt. 5:20 to play here in this first quarter. Trips here to the near side, one far to the high side. Hand off to McKee. He goes up towards the left side and picks up to about the 44. It's a 2-yard pickup, but nothing more gained than that. So a nice job there. Grayson County early on having some success stopping the rushing attack for Graves County. they're just going to have to find a way to answer on passing-wise, as they had that 91 yards of passing already in this game. Second down and 8 coming up. Shotgun formation. Again, 2 wide receivers on each side. Now sends McKee out, and it's going to be, again, a pass to him in the flat on the near side, across the 40, breaking it back towards the far side of the field. And he's going to be upended at the 35, 36-yard line. So 35, that will be enough for a first down for Graves County. That's a 9-yard pickup. As always, we want you to let us know if you're watching with us, where you're watching from, who you might be cheering for. We always like to see specific players. I know we always have a Logan Raymer's family on there, Levi Martin's family. See, we got Cooper Terry fans up here. Let us know who you're cheering for. Ryan Moe, I know, is always tuning in. I know I'm forgetting people, but we always like hearing where you're watching from. The Tugboat on the Mississippi, North Carolina, Texas, all over the place. Man in motion from the far side to the near here. To pass. Up to the far side, wide open, and it is incomplete. It was intended for Kyler Matting, and he was wide open. He was a slot receiver here on the near side of the field, and they sent him in motion from the near to the far, and a Cougar defender did not follow him, and he could not have been he couldn't been any more wide open. 4 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Graves County leads Grayson County 7-0. Shotgun formation, trips to the far side, 1 here to the near. McKee to Brown's left. Fakes the handoff over the middle on the slant. It is complete at the 30-yard line up to the 25 before being brought down. As Levi Martin was the man in there on the tackle. Up to the 25, and that is enough for a first down, Eagles.
That's another Eagle first down.
And again, we've talked about it all season long, seemingly. The secondary is the Cougars' defense weakness. And it's being exploited here early on in this game. See what adjustments Coach Ed Smart can maybe make. Goatley is a running back. To pass. 3-step drop over the middle to the end zone on the post route and overthrows. The wide receiver, Race Richards, was the man deep back there. Looked like Logan Kopp was the man in there on coverage. Second down and 10 coming up here for the Eagles. Second down and 10 here coming up for the Eagles. Trips to the far side. 1 here to the near. Brown in the shotgun formation, standing at the Cougars' 30-yard line. High snap, he corrals it, handing it off to McKee. Lowers his shoulder. He'll get up to about the 21 or 22-yard line. Waiting for the official spot there. A little slow to put it down, and it looks like it's the 22. A 3-yard pickup, third down and 7. And I think it's no secret, this is a big play here. Cougars need a stop. Edmonson County leads Greene County 10-0. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. So the Wildcats looking to host some more playoff games maybe next week. High snap, it goes over the head of and a flag came in late, and it's going to be a false start on Graves County. And I'm not sure that head coach Nick Kemp has ever loved a false start anymore, because that one went soaring over and landed back towards midfield. It would have been sure for a massive loss, and instead it'll just be a loss back to the 27. So it's still third down and about 12. But that's better than fourth down in a country mile. That is, even if Grayson County wouldn't have come down on top of it. 2.5, though, to play here in this opening quarter. 2 wide receivers on each side. Cougar secondary needs a stop. Now the snap is bobbled by Brown. He's scrambling, throws it off into the flat to McKee, and he is going to squirt through one defender, but he'll be brought down at the 30-yard line, and it's going to end up being a 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 yards. And some issues with the snap. So it's 4th down and long here coming up as the ball is placed at the 32. And they need to get to the 15. So you're looking at 4th down and about 17. Graves County will go for it. And I think if you're the Cougar defense, you back up and make them run into it. To pass over the middle, and it is overthrown, incomplete, and a big-time stop for the Cougar defense. Turnover on downs, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered. 2:11 to play here in this first quarter. Grayson County is going to get the ball placed on their own 32-yard line. So let's see what Grayson County maybe can come down on top of with this. Under center goes Kopp, one wide receiver on each side. Kopp looks to find a hole and is driven backwards. As the first one in there was Brady Knoll in there for Graves County. And he'll be dropped for a loss of 2 yards back to the 29-yard line. Under 2 minutes to play here in this first quarter. And I think Logan Kopp is showing a little bit of signs of indecision running this, and you can't have that when running this triple option offense. You need to be confident in your brain, and you just heard Coach Brian Jones on the far side. He talked to him just a little bit longer than usual delivering that play, probably just telling him, take a deep breath, it's okay. We're only down by 7. And a penalty is called on Grayson County in the and we're still waiting for an official as he is not. There is no flag. So that's kind of interesting as the official, he immediately threw it and did the penalty, and it looked like an illegal substitution, but then walked up. It didn't look like he talked to another official or anything, but shotgun formation, and now another sub coming into the game here for Grayson County. A very late sub. And Kopp to roll this one out to the right. He pitches it at the last second on a shovel pass. That almost actually might go as a pass for Grayson County, and it ends up being a pickup of about 5 yards. Up to the 32-yard line, a very dangerous pass. And I'm not sure if they're going to say it's a pass or a run or what, but it gets up to about the 33-yard line, so it's about a 4-yard pickup. 7-0 Graves County here, 40 seconds to play in this opening quarter. Shotgun formation. This might be the last play of this first half. Kopp fakes the pitch, now to run up the middle. He has nothing going, and he's driven backwards by the Graves County defensive line. As Grant Womble was the man in there. And that will be the final play, more than likely, of this first half. As they're going to say no gain, maybe even actually giving him a gain of 1. And that will be the last play of the first quarter. Grayson County trails Graves County 7-0. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT-KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
County leads Grayson County. Here at the start of the second quarter, the Cougars will punt. 4th down and 9. Actually, it's probably more like 4th and 7. Kopp to punt. Line drive punt, and it's going to go out of bounds again at about the 48-yard line. And waiting to see where they'll say it. I think about the 48 would be fair. And that looks like where they will push it. So on the first play, the Cougars punt away of the second quarter, and the defense made a big stand. 11:56 to play, though, in this first half. As they'll play it here at the 49. As if you are the Kentucky basketball team is playing here right now as well. Screen pass to the far side. It is complete. Gets away from one man across the 45, across the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Graves County.
That's an Eagle touchdown, Mason Grant with a touchdown reception.
As it's Mason Grant that takes that one to the house, 51 yards on their first play of this drive. And big pass plays have been the story of this game for Graves County so far tonight. So is Grant on the carry, and here comes the extra point attempt for Graves County. Placed down, the kick is up. It's a short one, but it is good. 14-0, Graves County leads. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
An onside kick, and the Cougars fall down right on top of it as the Eagles were trying to get ahead of this one quick. As it's placed at the 47, so Grayson County going to get good field position here to start their next drive, and the Cougars need some offense. They need some offense quick. Handoff is to Kerr, it looks like. And he'll get it up to the 49-yard line. Ethan Stewart, actually, they're saying was the one on the carry. We haven't seen him get many carries on this year at all. He had a big game against Hancock County, first week of the season, having 80 yards or something along the lines of that. But since that point, has really not been used at all. Under center goes Kopp. He has Stewart as the fullback, Kerr as the deep man. It is a hand. Oh, kept by Kopp. Up the middle, he goes across midfield, and he's brought down by his legs. As Brady now, it was the one there in on the tackle. He gets it up to the 48, though. It's a 3-yard pickup. And that'll bring up second down and about 5. Edmonson County 10, Greene County nothing. 10 minutes to play in the second quarter of that game. Greenwood and South Warren, I saw, have no score. I think that was at the end of the first quarter. Greenwood trying to pull off a big upset of the defending 5A state champions. Kopp under center. Hands it off to Kerr across the left side. He's up to across the 45, near that first down marker. It's all going to depend on the spot. As he takes it up to the 44, which is right where he needed to go. And that is not a great spot for Grayson County, as it looked like he got up to about the 43.5-yard line, and instead they put it at the 44.5-yard line. 4th down and 1. We're down 14-0 on the road in the playoffs. There's no doubt you're going for this, and I think you put Logan Kopp, you put a quarterback sneak, you put the big men behind him, and say push, push, push. Kopp under center. Kerr, Stewart, and Gibson are in the backfield. Handoff to Gibson. He's got the first down. As the far side judge says first down, the near side says not even close. But the far side is where the ball went. So it's a first down Cougars. So Hunter Gibson on the run. 9:40 to play here in this first half. 14-0. Graves County leads Grayson County. Under center goes Kopp. Handoff to Ethan Stewart. Again, he goes up to the 40-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7 will come up. Let's see if Ethan Stewart here, his official stats on the year, 17 carries for 91 yards. But I think about 80 of those yards came in the win over Hancock County week 1. So he came in the 4th quarter of that. And it was everybody kind of looking like, who is that running out there? Because he helped the Cougars run away with that game. 2 wide receivers here to the near, 1 to the far. Shotgun formation. It's a handoff to Kerr. Looked like he was going to get through the line of scrimmage, but instead he stopped for no gain. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Sam Gormley, though, here with you tonight from a chilly Mayfield, Kentucky. The first round of the Class 5A playoffs. If the winner of tonight's game will more than likely travel to Owensboro, as Owensboro is up now 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. So barring a true miracle in Muhlenberg County coming back, the winner of tonight's game will travel to Owensboro. If Muhlenberg County does win, the winner will host the Mustangs. Handoff to Kerr. He gets through one, but not another, as it goes up to the left side, up to the 37-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup. 4th down and about 4 coming up. And you're definitely in 4-down territory as Logan Raymer's got a leg, but I'm not sure he has that kind of a leg. As the ball's placed here on the 37, so you'd be looking at about a 55-yard field goal. And I think when you're down 14-0, you're not looking at trying to set a new school record. Under center. Kerr's the deep back. And a penalty flag thrown against the Cougar on a false start.
False start against the Cougars.
And looks like they're going to punt this one now. And you can tell that there is some frustration on that Grayson County sideline. And I think this is where a leader has got to step up. Kopp to punt. It's another line drive that's going to take a bounce to the 20, continuing to roll inside the 10, and it's going to die at about the 6-yard line. So Graves County, last time they started that deep in their own territory, they took it to the house on the first play. So Graves County at the half, though, tonight. I gotta throw a little bit of this in here. We'll have part 2 of our exclusive interview with Mr. Spirit McGee. So if you missed part 1, you'll have to go to our YouTube page and find it there. As the ball's placed here at the 7. Handed off to McKee. He dives over the 10-yard line up to the 11, a 4-yard pickup. Under 7 to play here in this first half. But again, we'll have part 2 of our interview with Mr. Spirit. It's in that interview, we asked him if he could tell Grayson County one thing, what would it be? And among other things, he tells a good story about former Cougar legend basketball player Chris Gaither. And what would be the title of his book if he would write one? That'll all be coming up on Cougars in the Classroom. Trips to the far side, one here to the near. Handing it off to McKee, and he's stopped in the backfield for a loss. As it'll be loss of a 1 yard on there. Ryan Mode was the first man in there. And it looks like maybe it's only going to be a gain of, or no gain. As they're going to say a loss of 1. As he looked like he was going to be stopped back towards the 8, but goes forward for a couple of more. 2 wide receivers on each side, 3rd down and 7. They're going to send McKee out into the flat. Brown to throw, and it is over the middle. It is complete. No, it is incomplete as he dropped it. As it was on the slant, and it was a high pass. I thought Richards had come down with it at first, but it falls incomplete. So Graves County will be forced to punt. And I think if you're Grayson County right now, you're coming all out trying to block this one. You need something to go in your way. Football is a game of momentum. You don't have it right now. But a block punt, you look at that Graves County. That's how Graves County scored their first touchdown in an almost identical position. To punt, standing at his own goal line. Low snap. He gets it away without any pressure from Grayson County. It bounces at the 30. It's going to roll across the 40, and it's going to die at the 45-yard line. Grayson County, though, going to get good field position. 5:42 here to play in this opening half. So 3 and out. And I mean, your difference in this game right now has been big plays. Graves County has 2 of them, and that's how they have their 14 points. Limit big plays. 5:42 to play here in this opening half. Eagles 45-yard line. Kopp up to the far side. He's across the 40, and a big hit on the far side of the field. But a nice run on there. Up to the 38. It's a 7-yard pickup. 5:20 to play here in this first half. Graves County leads 14-0. Under center, 2nd down, and a long 2, short 3. I formation, pitch to Kerr. Up to the far side. He gets away from the first man, but is stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So it will turn out to be maybe a gain of 1. So it will be 3rd down and about 1 or 2.
On your feet. Make some noise. Rock the house.
4.5 to play in this first half. Under center, Kopp tried to hand it off, and now he keeps it himself and had nowhere to go with it and was running around in the backfield looking for something, and instead is slammed down in the backfield by number 12, Caleb Beck. And that's a big loss for Grayson County back to the 39-yard line. A loss of 2. And Grayson County is going to punt. Kopp to punt. And he does. It's this time a good punt. Takes a bounce at about the 17-yard line, rolling inside the 10 and dying at the 9. Interesting decision. 4th and 5 to punt the ball away there. Ed Smart putting trust into his defense. So placed at the 9, it looks like where they will place this here. So again, Cougars in the classroom, part 2 with E.E. McGee. So Mr. Spirit was gracious enough to give us some time for a good interview. Trips to the far side. No deep safety. It's a screen to the far side. It is complete at the 10. Still moving forward across the 20-yard line and going out of bounds, it looks like, is the run there for Graves County. Ball placed on the 18. So it'll be 2nd down and 1. 3:15. As I did just notice, we do have a play clock tonight. I just noticed that. So we have play clocks here. Maybe the first time we've seen that this season. Hancock County might have had it. Somewhere else might have. Shotgun formation, though. Cougars showing blitz from the edge. They are going to bring it over the middle. It is complete at the 30-yard line. Immediately, though, being brought down, and the slant is killing the Cougars early on in this game. As it's complete up to the 32-yard line. That's a 14-yard pickup and a first down for Graves County. Under 3 minutes now to play in this first half. 14-0, Graves County leads Grayson County. Greenwood leads Southmore in 3-0 halfway through the second quarter. Upset maybe brewing in Bowling Green. Shotgun formation for Brown. It's a handoff to McKee. Off to the far side. He has a hole across the 35, up across the 40, and being brought down there. So it's an 8-yard pickup there on the run for Graves County. Approaching the 2-minute mark, but with the high-powered offense of Graves County, knowing that they're going to get the ball to start the second half, they are in no rush at all. Two wide receivers to the far side, one here to the near. Shotgun formation. And a dead ball foul whistle here is going to be called, and I think it's going to be on the Eagles. It is a false start.
False start against the Eagles.
So that'll move them back to the 35. This is where Grayson County is going to have to take advantage. 2nd down and 7 now.
Makes it 2nd and 7 for the Eagles.
1:52. As Grayson County will be back here next season for a trip to Graves County here, Eagle Field, as it'll be a regular season matchup. And you never know if they might make another trip here in the playoffs. Two wide receivers on each side. Now the man in motion from the far to the near. It's going to be a pitch to him. He's across the 35, slammed down at the 37. Matting on the carry. Brought down on the play by Dylan Zabel.
Makes it 3rd and 5 for the Eagles.
3rd down and 5 now will come up. Trips to the far side, one here to the near. Shotgun formation. The running back is to his right. Under a minute now to play. And I think this is where they make the decision on, after this play, whether they're going to speed it up. To pass off into the flat. It is complete, but stopped short of the first down. As Matting is brought down at the 40-yard line. But that's still about 3 yards short of the first down marker. The clock is still rolling. And I think if you're Graves County, you go for it. You know Grayson County doesn't pass a lot. 20 seconds here. Graves County might just throw one to the end zone here and make this the final play. 4th and 2. It will be the last play. 5 seconds. To pass. 3-step drop. Now he's going to let it fly down the near side, and it is nearly intercepted by Grayson County. And that will take us to the end of the first half. 14-0 is the score, as this is Cougar football on the Moose.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
246.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
14-0 is the score here as Graves County all over Grayson County. And some defensive adjustments are going to have to be made in this game if the Cougars want any chance in making this a game in the second half. We'll let you know the scoring and more coming up here as this is the halftime show right here on.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
But one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Sam Gormley back here with you as the Grayson County Cougars trail Graves County 14-0 at the half. So we'll do a quick rundown because we've got a special edition of Cougars in the Classroom with Mr. McGee. So we'll want to be sure to bring that to you as we're very excited about bringing you this as we know what you would title his book. The one thing he could tell Grayson County, and a story about Chris Gaither. There's a lot more in there, so we want to be sure that we can get that for you. But the 2 touchdowns for Graves County, a 91-yard touchdown pass and a 51-yard touchdown pass. You want to look at the difference in this game? Big plays, passing. Some adjustments are going to have to be made at the half by Coach Smart and this Cougar coaching staff, or this Cougar 2019 football season could come to an end here tonight. When we come back, though, we'll have Cougars in the Classroom with the legendary Mr. Spirit coming up here as this is part 2. This is different from the one you might have watched last week, as this is a brand new one that'll be coming up here on the halftime show right here on The Moose.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier. At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
While the Cougar athletic teams get most of the spotlight from the community, it is in the classroom where they first learn to succeed. This season, we will be featuring some of these people and programs that are making a difference in the lives of Grayson County students. This evening, we have part 2 of our exclusive interview with EE Mr. Spirit McGee.
I always tell people, and I'll tell the wife and everything, said, you have a good time? I said, I had a heck of a time. He said, how could you have that? It's old stuff. You've been doing that mess forever. I said, hey, I'm doing it because they kind of want me to, and I'm happy because those kids that I love dearly are happy.
For those in Grayson County, no man has had the impact on them and the community more than Mr. Spirit. The bond that he creates is unmatched with anyone else.
I want to have that bond. Because, see, I'm a firm believer that you don't make a kid come up and say, I love you. And a boy, giving you a hug and say, I appreciate you. They don't have to do that. See, and when they do that, hey, that means something.
Being involved in education in the county for nearly 60 years has allowed for Mr. McGee to have relationships with nearly everyone in the county, whether it is Judge Executive Kevin Henderson or Sheriff Norman Chaffins or those that bring their kids back to meet him. Each moment is special to him. One relationship that especially stood out to him is that with former Cougar star athlete Chris Gaither.
Chris would come out at night after practice, and I would be out here with him, and I'd go to the lunchroom and rob some Pop-Tarts, and now I'm telling this, and they're probably going to come back and fire me on that, and a Gatorade or something, and he'd get out there and shoot that shot, make those drive. He said, this is for you, Coach McGee, and he'd do another one.
After winning the 3rd Region Championship in 2001 over a Patrick Sparks-led Muhlenberg North team, Gaither gave Mr. Spirit credit for the encouragement and Pop-Tarts.
Chris would tell people, and I'd get embarrassed at this because it was like I was stealing it. It made me feel bad. He'd say, I owe Mr. McGee a lot because he kept me going with those Pop-Tarts and Gatorade. And I said, gosh, I hope the lunchroom person's not listening. But that really made me happy.
While being a staple at Cougar sporting events, Mr. Spirit is also an important part of the annual parades held in Litchfield, Caneyville, and Clarkson. Being involved in these is one of his favorite things.
I get to see hundreds and hundreds of kids and parents, and they'll even stop me. And I'll walk off to the side and make a picture with their kids or something, or they'll introduce me to their family and tell me what they're doing. It takes me a week to get through the parade, but I love it. It's just like a reunion, and I do that just to see the kids again.
When asked if there was one thing he wanted to tell the people of Grayson County, Mr. McGee didn't hesitate a second.
Number one, everyone in Grayson County really needs, with all their soul and being and everything, to take some time for the kids. And I'm talking about good old down-to-earth talks and being with them and following them, because we never know what's going on inside that kid's head if we don't talk with them a little bit.
Continuing on his thought, he gets deep into making sure you live your life to the fullest.
You got one trip. I mean, I know we got playbacks and reruns and everything. Life, you don't have that. You don't have that at all. You make one trip, good, bad, or ugly, one trip in this. We don't know when it's going to end. We don't know how long, but we've got one trip.
McGee says having kids trust you to talk about how they are feeling is not easy, but can be accomplished.
And the only way you find out, number one, they got to trust you. They got to love you. And then you can start working on them. You don't suddenly come out of the woodworks and fix the problem.
To close, Mr. Spirit has considered writing a book about his experiences, and he already knows what the title would be.
I told somebody, I said, I thought about writing a book once, and I was going to entitle the book, There's a Lot More to This Old Fellow Than a Crazy Guy Wearing a Big Orange Hat. It goes deeper than that.
It is safe to say that the people of Grayson County know that it truly does. I'm Sam Gormley reporting for Cougars in the Classroom. The halftime show continues in just a moment.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
It's my favorite bump. That's the one that we got to do. You know, we're all bobbing our head up here. Welcome back here, though, to Graves County High School, where Grayson County trails the Eagles 14-0 here at the half. Sam Gormley here with you. This is WMTL Litchfield. Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose, or you might also be watching with us on K105 Digital Productions. We were talking before the game about what time would we make it back here, and we expected this game to kind of stretch along, be kind of a longer game, but it's not even 8 o'clock right now, and we're already getting ready to about to start the second half of action. as it was two long touchdown passes for Graves County, as it was a 51-yarder and a 91-yarder, and that's the scoring that we've had. The Cougar defense has been up and down. They've had some good moments. They've had some moments that have not been very good at all. So they're getting ready to start the 3-minute warm-up period. As waiting for it, there comes the 3-minute warm-up period. So after that, we will have the play-by-play of the second half. But again, the score, Graves County 14, Grayson County nothing. The play-by-play of the second half will be up after this, as this has been the halftime show right here on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just walk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield. Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Start of the second half. And you can just look right now and see the difference between both teams. And you can easily tell if we just dropped you down right now and said the score's 14-0, which team's 14 and which team's 0, it's pretty obvious. Graves County out there dancing around, celebrating. Grayson County slow, methodically walking out there. I mean, it's just easy to tell the difference, and it's interesting to see how Grayson County's going to come out of this half. They need something, and something quick, because they're down 14-0 here. Graves County to receive the opening second half kickoff. Does Logan Raymer attempt for one of his first onside kicks of the year? Cougars again need something to happen on offense. What does Raymer do? Kicking from left to right. And it's a kick on the ground that's going to be bobbled away by Graves County, but the second man's going to fall on top of it. That I don't understand. If you're going to kick it short, try and get it to where it's 10 yards and you can get the onside kick. Instead of kicking it 15 to where you have no chance and they're just going to fall on it. In that case, kick it deep. I know that Coach Smart doesn't necessarily agree with me when it comes to special teams. He's always big on short pooch kicks. But as my friends would tell you, nothing drives me more insane than the squib kick. But no one wants to listen to me complain about that. So Graves County with the ball here to pass. Off into the flat here to the near side. It's complete at the 38, across the 45, across the 50, down the sideline at the 40. Now towards the numbers across the 45, down to the 30. And a big-time pickup on the first play of this second half. Up to the 30-yard line. And that is a 32-yard pass completion. And the adjustments that we had been wondering, were they made? It doesn't look like it here early on in this second half. The defense is going to have to stand up. 2 wide receivers on each side, shotgun formation for Brown. It's a fake over the middle, and it's overthrown as he threw on the post route, and it is incomplete as he overthrew Grant by about 10 yards. And that'll bring up second down and 10. Really, the Graves County passing attack has been 2 passes this entire game. The post route and the pass out into the flat to the running back. And really, Grayson County's not had an answer for either one. This time it's a handoff to the left side, outside the numbers here, inside the 25, spun down at the 20-yard line. Cody Goatley on the carry up to the 20. That's probably going to be enough for a first down, depending on the spot. And it is a first down. So first down for Graves County. So 11 minutes here to play in this third quarter. The Cougar faithful trying to bring some energy to Grayson County because they're not showing it at all here in this game. Brown in the shotgun. 1 wide receiver high to the far side, working from right to left. 2 pass, rolling out now to the far side. He's going to scramble it, still looking, and he's spun down. No, he gets away from 1 man, and he's going to end up running out of bounds, picking up about 2 yards.
John Ben Brown on a fine run.
As Jacob Kerr laid a hit on him, but Brown ends up getting through. And they're going to say only about a half-yard pickup, as we all thought he had picked up maybe about 2. But as I always say, the officials have a lot better view than we do, as we're 150 yards away from it. They're 2 yards. Is it an eye? No, it is a shotgun here. 2 wide receivers to the high side, 1 here to the near. Graves again working from right to left in their blue jerseys. It's a handoff to McKee. He's across the right tackle. And he'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the run, under 10 minutes to play in this third quarter. Graves County 14, Grayson County nothing. So the ball's placed at the 15. 3rd down and 6. This would be a big-time stop by this Grayson County offense. They have 1 safety deep, but loading the box other than that. 2 pass. Again, the screen is dropped, as it was intended for Kyler Manning, and it falls incomplete. 4th down here, and about 6. Can the Cougars come up with another big defensive stop and force turnover on downs after a big play made Graves County get down inside the red zone? Shotgun formation for Brown. 2 wide receivers on each side. Now a man in motion goes from the far side to the near. 2 pass over the middle, and it is broken up by Grayson County. Great defense on that play by Logan Kopp, as he came over, made perfect timing, and was able to reach his hand in there and break it up. Nice job by the Cougar defense. And like I always say, football is a game of momentum. Can the Cougars claim the momentum here after a big turnover on down stop there by Logan Kopp? Cougars have it here on their own 16. 9:06 to play. It's a handoff up the middle, up towards the 20-yard line on the run. So it's about a 4-yard pickup. That was Hunter Gibson on the run. So a 4-yard pickup up to the 20. The first drive of the game for Grayson County, they moved the ball really well. Other than that, they have struggled. They performed better than they did in the game last month against the Eagles, but still the offense has really not gotten anything going at all. Handoff to the fullback. Up to about the 22 before driven backwards. That was Ethan Stewart. Up to the 22. So third down here at about 3. 8 minutes to play in this third quarter. Grayson County trails Graves County 14-0. The I formation, one wide receiver again on each side. And it's a handoff to Stewart, and he has no gain on the play. And the Cougars will be forced to punt. Seems like that has been really the story of this game. Grayson County to punt, Graves County big play. Kopp to punt this. Rugby style, it's a high punt this time. Takes a bounce to the 50 and dies right there. So just about a 28-yard punt by Logan Kopp is down at midfield. 7:30. So the Grayson County defense, again, has been good, not great, not good, but not bad. It's kind of, there's really not a word to describe it. They've been but not broke. To pass. Over the middle, it is incomplete. As he had a man wide open, and again, good defense by Grayson County. Joey Clemens was in there to reach his hand in and break it away. As that would have been a touchdown, but Joey Clemens stuck his right hand in and knocked it to the turf. Clemens, the 5'8" junior, has earned a spot in the Cougar secondary. Again, the shotgun for Graves County. It's a handoff across the 50, across the 45, moving forward across the 40, brought down from behind at the 47-yard line. On the run by McKee. And in there on the tackle was Cooper Goff. So Goff gets that one up as it's tackled at the 37. 13-yard pickup, though. 7 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Graves County leads 14-0. At the half, Owensboro 28, Muhlenberg County nothing. Handoff here to the near side to McKee. He's across the 35, now angling it. No, it's Goatley. As he tried to go back towards the middle and instead took it here towards the sideline. And he's brought down near the 29. To the 29, it's an 8-yard pickup. Second down and 2 coming up here for Graves County.
63-0, Trinity leading Marshall in 6A. Still 11 minutes left.
As South Warren is taking a 10-3 lead over Greenwood. That score is out the half. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the high side. It's a handoff up the middle across the 25, up to the 24 to Goatley. A 6-yard pickup.
That's good for another Eagle.
And right now, Grayson County just doesn't have an answer for this Graves County offense until they get down into this red zone.
Graves County jailer George Workman first down there as the ball is to the 23.
Grayson County needs a stop.
Graves has had a couple of chances down here in this game.
2 wide receivers to the high side, 1 here to the near. 2 pass. Over the middle, and it is caught at the 14-yard line by Grant. Mason Grant has been one of the main receivers here tonight as he came into the game with 30 catches for 431 yards and 4 touchdowns. That one's caught up to the 14-yard line, a 9-yard pickup, 3rd down and 1. 5:20 to play here in this third quarter. Here's a score I see, 77-0, Raceland over Betsy Lane. Ouch. 2 wide receivers to the high side, 1 here to the near. 3rd down and short. Hands it off to Goatley. He's outside the numbers on the far side of the field. He's got the 1st down and more. Down inside the 10-yard line. And some substitutions checking in here immediately for Graves County. As it's up to the 7-yard line, it's a 7-yard pickup by Cody Goatley. Goatley had a big game on the ground against the Cougars. 114 yards back in October, and he's had a lot of success on this drive, moving that ball. At the half, Logan County leads Madisonville North Hopkins 14-7. As Logan County beat Madisonville North Hopkins in the regular season on a last-second Hail Mary. 2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 here to the near. Shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff. Now to pass in the flat, and it's incomplete. As that was thrown about 3 or 4 yards short. 2nd down and goal now coming up here from the 7. .425 to play in the 3rd quarter. Graves County leads Grayson County 14-0. Again, the shotgun. To pass over the middle on the slant, incomplete. Nice defense by Grayson County again. Logan Kopp was in there on the defense, and Kopp has played well here in the quarterback position tonight. 3rd down and 10, or 3rd down and goal from the 7. .421 to play here in this 3rd quarter. John Brown gets the play call from the Eagles coaching staff. Brown in the shotgun. He is McKee to his right. And a delay of game is going to be called on Graves County. So 3rd down and goal now from the 12, as that'll push things back 5 yards. And now this almost will make this more of a passing down. But again, it's 4-down territory. And they've run this slant play or out into the flat every single time. They don't really go long down the sideline. Not that you would necessarily do that with the ball placed, inside the red zone. But they're not stretching it. They're going up the middle or out to the sides. High snap, corralled by Brown. Off again into the flat. It's complete at the 10, inside the 5, diving towards the end zone, waiting for a signal. It is a touchdown, Graves County.
Eagles. Clint McKee with a touchdown.
12-yard touchdown reception by Clint McKee, and Graves County leads this one 20-0. And it does not look good here tonight for Grayson County. The extra point coming. So Thomas to attempt the extra point to make it a 3-score, 21-0 game. High snap, corralled. And it is up, and it is good. 21-0 is our score. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law, and it's free.
Here, try this.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
36-yard line taken up across the 40 up to about the 42. The Grayson County offense needs something to happen. And needs something to happen quick. They're down 21-0. 4:11 to play here in this third quarter. Their season is on the line. Something is going to have to happen here for this Grayson County offense. Shotgun formation for Kopp. Man goes in motion from the far to the near, and it is going to be a penalty flag called against the Cougars. For a false start, somebody jumps quick back to the 36. And right now, Grayson County just can't catch themselves a break. They're not helping themselves at all. And Coach Smart is pacing a little bit on the sidelines. Trying to find something for this offense to work. Two wide receivers here to the near side. The one from the far goes to the near, and it's a Kopp to keep this one. Across the left side, he's across the 40, loses his footing, and gets across the original line of scrimmage up to about the 43. So it's about a 7-yard pickup there by Logan Kopp. He's really been the only Cougar runner that's had any success against Graves County here tonight. They need something, though, to happen on offense, or this season will come to an end. One wide receiver on each side. Kerr moves in motion from the far to the near. Kopp to run this one across the right side. He's across the 45, trying to get outside the numbers, across midfield where he'll be shoved out of bounds into the Graves County sideline. And they're going to say it's up to the 49. That's a 6-yard pickup. And he needs to get up to the 49, so he's 2 yards short of the first down marker. So he's on the Grayson 49. He needs to get to the Graves 49. 3 minutes. The wind seems that it has picked up a little bit here. As looking over to the left side, the American flag to the left of the scoreboard is really starting to blow. One wide receiver on each side. Shotgun formation for Kopp. Rolling out to the left side. He pitches at the last second, and there's going to be nothing going. A big-time loss on the play for Graves County. He pitched it back to Gibson. Actually, it was Ethan Stewart. And it's a loss of 6 yards. And Grayson County's going to punt this one, and they do quick. Kopp gets it away, and it's a good punt. It's going to take a bounce at the 32, rolling across the 25, and it's going to be down at the 22-yard line. So the Cougar offense, again, has nothing going at all. So again here, the ball placed at the 22 of the Eagles. So we don't have anything official, but we would presume that the football season would open up at home against Hancock County next season. So that's been the traditional opener. Handoff across the near side here for Graves County. He's up to the 26. When you look, though, at this Cooper, at this Grayson County defense, as Cooper Terry was the man in there on the tackle, you're seeing a lot of holes that they're going to have to look to fill next year. Logan Kopp, Hunter Gibson, Jacob Kerr, Cooper Terry on that defense, Ryan Mode, Ryan Coates, some big names that are going to need to be filled. Shotgun formation, though, for Brown. Handoff to McKee, and he runs up the middle to the 30-yard line where he'll be stopped. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 2. 1:40 to play here in the third quarter. Graves 31. Graves 21, Grayson 0. Our basketball coverage, though, will start here before we know it. 2 wide receivers to the high side, 1 here to the near. Graves working from right to left on your radio dial or your screen. Brown now looks like he's going to audible to something different. 10 on the play clock. High snap. Handoff to McKee. He's up to the 28, 26-yard line. And that'll be enough for the first down. Our first basketball game will be on December the 2nd as the Lady Cougars will open up the 2019 season at home against John Hardin. And then the next night, the boys will have their home opener against Apollo. To pass. Looks right. Now he's going to go to run, and he's spun down behind the line of scrimmage. As the quarterback there, actually, they're going to give him up to the line of scrimmage. Grayson County had a chance to have a big drop on that one, but were not able to get there. 15 seconds to play in this third quarter. As they're going to need something to happen, does Grayson County. Hand it off. Going to the near side, now breaking it back towards the middle. And Goatley is stopped maybe for a pickup of 1 yard. End of the third quarter, 21-0. Graves leads Grayson. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
21-0 here at the start of the fourth quarter. Graves County leads Grayson County. This game is speeding by here. This last year's game, I'm not even sure we were at the half at this point. To pass on 3rd down and long, and it is complete. And is his knee not down? There it is. Now the ball pops out, but he was already down. As it was completed to Goatley, and Joey Clemens was in there, and Goatley hobbles off the field. Let's hope that's nothing too serious. As it looked like Goatley's knee was down at first, but the official didn't call it down, so they kept spinning him, trying to get the knee down, and during that process, might have tweaked his knee a little bit. There was obviously nothing intentional there. But to punt goes Graves County. And a whistle is going to be blown. Cougars say it's on Graves, and it is. So it'll turn out to be 4th down and way long now. Standing back towards midfield for Grayson County is Hunter Gibson. He's standing right at the 50. The punter is standing just at the 14. Gets it away, and it's a good punt, fair caught at the 48-yard line by Gibson. So Grayson County actually going to get some decent field position here with 11 minutes and 8 seconds left in this game. And you don't score in this possession, and the season is over. And I think that that's safe to say. We do appreciate you, though, tuning into our coverage here tonight. Shotgun formation for Kopp. It's a handoff across the right side, across the 45, brought down from behind up to about the 43. As there on the carry was Hunter Gibson. It's a 5-yard pickup.
Daniel, you think Cody's okay? Obviously, we need him for next week.
10:40 to play in this game. Shotgun formation, trips here to the near side, showing blitz, and now coming up the middle to pass over the middle, bobbling it up, and it is incomplete. As it bounces off of, looks like, is that Ethan Gibson? Bounced off of his chest, high into the air. No, it was number 12. It was Owen Bratcher. As when he went over the middle on the slant, taking a play out of Graves County's ball, it hit him right in the chest. But the defender hit him, and right when that did, the ball popped right back up into the air. 3rd down and 5. Obvious 4-down territory for Grayson County. 10.5 to play. Graves leads Grayson 21-0. Trips here to the near side. Kopp to carry this one himself. Outside the numbers on the far side. Diving towards the 1st down marker. It's all going to depend on the spot. It looks like he has enough at first glance, up to the 38. The official looking. And he looks like he's going to say for an official measurement. And it is really close. The measurement team, though, only has to walk about 10 feet to get up there. Stretching it out goes the chain gang. 1st down, Cougars. It's the first one in a little bit for the Grayson County offense. In fact, the first one since about the 8-minute mark of the second quarter. About the 5-yard pickup there on the run. Handoff to the left side. Gibson gets up to about the 35. About a 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7 coming up. Under 10 minutes to play, and Grayson County's got to start to hurry a little bit. You're down 3 scores. No matter what happens. Ball placed on the 35. Grayson County puts trips here to the near side. 1 to the far. Shotgun formation for the senior quarterback, Logan Kopp. Fakes the handoff. Now to carry it, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield for a loss. As in there was Grant Womble. As he's sacked in the backfield back to the 38-yard line. It's a loss of 3 yards. See a score here, Bowling Green 37, Christian County nothing. Halfway through the 3rd quarter of that game. Good game going down. I think this game is in Scottsville. Warren East leads Allen County Scottsville 18-14. 9 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. You've got some good games out there. Owensboro leads Muhlenberg County 34-0. That's at the start of the 3rd quarter of that game. So 3rd and 11 coming up for Grayson County. Kopp to pass over the middle. It's tipped up in the air and incomplete. And, I mean, Grayson County's got to go for it here. You're down 3 scores, 8:40 to play. 4th and 11. Brian Jones delivers the play call to his senior quarterback, Kopp. And this might be what you could call the play of the season. Graves County loads the box. Kopp takes a snap, three-step drop. The pass is underthrown, incomplete. And it is turnover on downs, and Graves County will take over. Ball placed on their own 38-yard line. So barring a major comeback here, Grayson County will fall here in the final game of the season and fall to 7-4 on the year. Shotgun formation. Two wide receivers on each side. Three-step drop to pass. Now going deep, and it is incomplete, intended for Kyler Manning. He had him wide open again. And it's incomplete, though, for Brown. And Brown does tend to overthrow his receivers at times, especially on the deep ball. So if you might have missed our Cougars in the Classroom segment with E.E. McGee, we will have that posted on our Twitter page in the morning. So you'll be able to see that at K105 Sports. Or if you're only on Facebook, you can see that on K105's Facebook page as well. We'll have a link to watch that. Handoff to McKee across the left side. He looks like he runs out of bounds towards the 45-yard line. After picking up about 6. Eight minutes to play. Graves 21, Grayson 0. Cougars have not been shut out since a game against Edmonson County on August the 31st, 2017. So it's been nearly 3 years of football time. Handed it to McKee across the left side, diving towards the first down. He stopped short, though. So it's only a 2-yard pickup, and I would presume it is an obvious punting situation, and it is. You're up 3 scores. If you're Graves County, you don't want to give Grayson County the ball at midfield, no matter how close it is, as they will punt this one away. Fourth and 2. Good snap. Gets it away, and it's a booming punt. And it is going to be fair caught and caught at about the 25. 7:17 to play in this game.
Cougars will have it first and 10 from the 25.
Also tonight, looking for our 7th win of the season.
In Grayson County, though, when you look at this, winning the 7 games in the season doesn't happen a lot here. I mean, it's just a different area of football here as Coach Smart in his 16th season. As last year, the Cougars were finished with an 8-4 record. I mean, they haven't won 7 games in consecutive seasons since the 2009 and 10 season. And Kopp throws over the middle. It's intercepted by Graves County. And they have the ball inside the 25-yard line. And really any hope hedged on that throw. And Graves County is going to have the ball here. So ball placed on the Cougars 25, 7:08 to play here. We do want to remind you, though, as you want to be sure to check back Monday morning, as the illustrious sports writer Don Brown will have a recap of this game. He's pacing the sideline somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where he might be. Graves County hands this one up the middle. Pick up of about 3. So I think Don actually might be standing right at the line of scrimmage there. Though, I mean, but when you look at it, what did I say? The 2009-10 season combined was the last time that they had 7 wins in back-to-back seasons. Yeah, the 9-10 seasons. So, I mean, in nearly 10 years, this is your best 2-year stretch. A lot to like, though, for Grayson County. Handoff, running right side is McKee. He gets around the outside, inside the 15, sidestepping inside the 10, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 10.
On the carry.
And it looked like, I mean, the official was right there on top of it.
First down.
And it is down to about the 10. So first down and goal from the 10.
Sunday night B-Real Student Ministries for grades 6 through 12 at 5:30 p.m. Chief Cornerstone Baptist Church says, "Go Eagles."
But yes,
Trying to make this a 4-score.
yeah, a lot to like, though, when you come back on this season for Grayson County. You start the year 6-0. You know, beating your big rival, Edmondson County. A lot to like. Shotgun formation for Brown. Handoff to McKee. He's inside the 10, up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Second down.
6 minutes to play.
54, is that who it is? So we pick up some yardage on that fumble. He fumbled it forward to the 7.
So ball placed on the 7 there on the run. 5:50 to play here in this fourth quarter. Graves County, though, it appears that they will advance to next week's playoff game. It appears that it will be at Owensboro. Owensboro's up 40-0 in the third quarter. So barring a true miracle, handoff to McKee. He's inside the 5 yard line. He stopped short of the goal line, though. So third down and goal from about the 3 after the 4 yard pickup on the run. And Graves County obviously in no rush. They want to run down this clock as much as they can.
Third down and goal.
Just glad it's not 3rd and 1 from the goal line.
McKee lines up to the left of.
Shotgun formation for Brown. McKee to his left. It's presuming running. And it is to McKee towards the goal line. It looks like he is going to be stopped short of that, though.
McKee on the carry.
Nice defense for Grayson County. Jacob Kerr was one of the first men in there coming off the edge. 4th down and goal from the 1. And I would think you'd almost just want to kick a field goal here and not run up the score anymore, but they might run this clock down and take a timeout and do just that, though. Nope, they're going to get the play call. So I'm not sure if they will run this clock down or what. There's 15 on the play clock. Looks like they will go for it. Unless they're going to try and draw the Cougars off sides, but even from the 1, that really doesn't make a ton of sense. Shotgun formation, 3 on the play clock. 2, he gets the snap off, handoff up the middle, diving towards the goal line, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Graves County.
Touchdown, Eagles. McKee with the touchdown run.
Clint McKee on the run. That all but does it. 3:54 to play. Grayson County's season will end tonight with a final record of 7-4. The extra point coming. Good snap. And he put it through. 28-0 is our score. 4 minutes to play. This is Cougar football on the Moose.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
The kick is picked up at the 26-yard line by Grayson County, running it up across the 30 and being hit at about the 34.
Gibson on the return.
Back to the 35.
I mean, your Grayson County seniors, though, here this year,
Owensboro next week, second round.
I mean, you've got Hunter Gibson, Logan Kopp, Ethan Stewart, Talon Smart, Jacob Kerr, Logan Raymer, Cooper Terry, Hunter Pendergast, Ryan Coates, Dustin Edwards, and Ryan Mode. Those are your Grayson County seniors. Some big names, some big shoes to fill for the future of this Cougar program.
Grayson County at their own 35.
Kopp to pass. Now lets it fly over the middle, and it is incomplete. Not a bad pass, though, intended for Zach Bratcher. Interesting. They're putting Bratcher in the game almost as a tight end over the middle.
Yeah, I think if he'd have jumped a half a second later, he could have intercepted that.
So 3:42 now to play.
Might be the most they've passed.
So Graves County will advance to the game at Owensboro next week, with a winner being claimed the district champion. And then the RPI comes into effect, and that can turn into a whole mess of things and a lot of math. Shotgun formation. Kopp hands it off, and a big-time hit in the backfield as the Cougar running back just stopped in his feet. Gibson did. And it allowed for an easy stop for the Graves County defense back to the 30-yard line. It's a loss of 4 yards. So we do want to thank you for tuning in to our coverage all season long. Remember to tune into basketball games this year, so we'll be able to bring it whatever platform you might be watching on. We'll have them there. If you're listening on 103.9 The Moose, we'll have some games there. We'll have some games on K105. To pass to the near side. Kopp over the middle. It is nearly intercepted as it took one bounce, and a diving catch was attempted by Mason Grant, but it falls incomplete.
I got no problem with layers. I got no problem with these little nice. I got on like 12 pair of socks.
And Grayson County's got a punt. And this is something that they do, and I don't love it. I know that you're giving them great field position as the punt goes out of bounds at about the 46, but you're down 4 scores. Why not? Go for it. It's the last game of the season. I don't like the waving the white flag, especially since it's the last game of the season. I just don't know that what that teaches about your team. So Graves County will have the ball placed on their own 43. Owensboro Catholic leads Todd County Central 33-14. At the end of the third quarter, Owensboro 40, Muhlenberg County nothing. Hands it off to McKee. He's across the 45, across the 40, down inside the 35, tight roping the sideline. And they're going to say he steps out at the 28. 15-yard pickup. North Hardin leads Barron County 24-0. 5 minutes to play in that game. So 2:40 to play. Looks like Brown is still the quarterback. Feltz is the running back, though. He spins away from one man, and he's not going to get away from the second one. Is driven out of bounds. Hunter Pendergast and Hunter Toms in there on the tackle. As 2:26, and they're wanting the clock to run. There it goes. So 2:15 to play. Grayson County again will fall this season with a record of 7-4. Again, the first basketball game December 2nd. Lady Cougars against John Hardin. But we will have Meet the Cougar night 1 week from tonight. To pass in the flat, it is complete at the 27-yard line, across the 25, but still short of the first down marker. And it is up to the 24. There is a new quarterback in the game to Freitas. A minute 40 to play in this game. Coming into this game, DeFreitas has attempted 2 passes. He was 1 of 2 for 5 yards. .120 to play. 2 wide receivers to the far, 1-2 to the near. Shotgun formation, 1:15 to play. Handed off across the right side, driven down from behind. Ryan Coates in there to bring down the ball carrier. Wesley Feltz, a sophomore. A minute to play. 4th down. So Grayson County will be shut out for the first time since the end of August of 2017 against Edmonson County. Not a great way to end your season here tonight, but still a lot to look back on. And 35 seconds to pass over the middle, and it is intercept. No, it's dropped. Dylan Zabel in and out of his hands. But it will turn into turnover on downs, and in some instances, that's even better than a interception, because you get the ball closer. But you have 33 seconds to play in this game. So they'll have the ball placed on their own 24. First down and 10 coming up here for the Cougars. Logan Kopp under center. Stewart is the fullback. Gibson is the deep man. And it's a handoff to Gibson. Across the right side. He's across the 30-yard line. And that looks like where he'll be brought down. 23 seconds to play. They'll have maybe 1, maybe 2 more plays, depending on how this one goes. 10 seconds to play. He'll get 1 more play off before the end of the season. And it'll be a handoff to Gibson. He's up to the 35-yard line, and that is the ball game. Graves County defeats Grayson County by a final score of 28-0. The Cougars finish this regular season with a record of 7-4. This is Cougar football right here on the Moose.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law, and it's free.
Here, try this.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Graves County wins this one tonight by a final score of 28-0. The Cougars end their season with a record of 7-4. This is their best 2-year stretch as far as wins since the 2009-2010 seasons. We'll come back for the fifth quarter show and wrap this season up after this. This is Cougar football right here on the Moose.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
That is a pretty good breakfast.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny'd been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
If you need to talk to someone about substance use disorder, call 8338-KY-HELP for a Kentucky licensed treatment provider near you. A message from the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
That is a pretty good breakfast.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny'd been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
If you need to talk to someone about substance use disorder, call 8338-KY-HELP for a Kentucky licensed treatment provider near you. A message from the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
By a final score of 28-20. Sam Gormley here, and welcome in to the fifth quarter show for the final time here in this 2019 season. This is WMTL Litchfield, Litchfield's country station, 103.9 The Moose. Really, not a lot to necessarily like tonight for Grayson County. It's a tough way to end the season, losing this one by a final score of 28-0. As today here on our fifth quarter show, we might talk to a coach, but it looks like the team has gone to get underneath and get warm, so I doubt we will talk to Brian Jones, the offensive coordinator, to give kind of his thoughts on this season. But when you look at this season, and let's take tonight out, you start the year 6-0, and you get 7 wins in the year. It's their most wins in a 2-year stretch since the 2009-2010 season. When you look at it that way, you have to have some peace, some happiness on how this year went. So, I mean, did tonight go their way? Absolutely not. But that does not mean that this season was not a success overall. So, again, the Cougars finished this season with a record of 7-4. Technically, they finish at 2-4 in 5A District 1. So coming up here again on the fifth quarter show, we'll run down some scores from around the region. We'll let you know the scoring totals and everything from that. This is the fifth quarter show right here on Litchfield's country station, 103.9 The Moose.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Richmond's country station, 103.9 The Moose.
Sam Gormley back here with you tonight as Grayson County falls this one by a final score of 28-0. As the coach is getting ready to walk in the door. As our digital crew here is standing in the doorway of the coach, not letting him walk in for Graves County. Our crew member Cody Brock is looking at me saying, "What's happening? I don't understand." As I don't think you could see him if you were looking on camera. I don't think he was in there, but. Final score tonight, Graves County 28, Grayson County 0. His Cougars are shut out for the first time since the 2017 season. Before we run down the score and how all of this happened and wrap up this 2019 season, let's take a look here at some scores from around the region, seeing what else we can bring you. As Edmonson County, I know for sure, is in a big-time game against Greene County. Our friends down there, a final. Owensboro defeats Muhlenberg County 40-0. So that means that the Graves County Eagles will travel to Owensboro next week for a big-time matchup with the Red Devils. Bowling Green 37, Christian County 6. That is a final score. I just see here Christian County doesn't win a game for the first time since 1971. There's a stat for you. Central Hardin defeats Meade County 42-30. That is a final score. Edmonson County has retaken the lead over Greene County 25-18, 3:20 to play in the third quarter there. So that game's happening down in downtown Browntown. South Warren leads Greenwood 19-11, 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter there. McCracken County all over Apollo 57-0. Owensboro Catholic leads Todd County 40-14. 6 minutes to play in that game there. A battle going on between a school that is not far from here. Fulton County leads Russellville 27-26. 9 minutes to play in that game. I think Fulton County is just about 30 minutes to the south of us and where we are right now. Allen County leads Warren East 27-18. That game is at the start of the fourth quarter there. In the third quarter, Madisonville, North Hopkins, and Logan County all tied up at 14. After 3, Union County leads Trigg County 26-7. At the end of the third quarter, Henderson County 16, Davis County 0. And I see I have a couple more updates. Let's see if anything to bring you. At the end of the third, South Warren 19, Greenwood 11. I think I brought that, but I'm not sure if there's an update. An updated score, Henderson County 23, Davis County nothing. That score is also in the fourth quarter. Glasgow defeats Adair County 42-8. And it looks like that's really all of the scores we have to bring you that have really any impact or interest of the area. I see John Hard defeats Spencer County 35-21. Doing one more little scroll, seeing what else I can find from you, and that's really all that I see. Final, here's one that comes in right at the end. McLean County 36, Hancock County 8. That is a final score of that game. So the final score of our game here tonight was Graves County 28, Grayson County 0. Cougars finished this season with a record of 7-4. We'll come back, wrap up the season, and wrap up tonight. Coming up after this, as this is Cougar football right here on the Moose.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it, before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Fields Country Station, 103.9 The...
Sam Gormley back here with you from Graves County High School, where the Cougars have fallen tonight by a final score of 28-0. As looking back here is what we're going to kind of run through this season, as this season has flown by. It seems like just yesterday we were up at Hancock County back on August the 23rd, where the Cougars defeated the Hornets 23-6. That was the start of what turned into be a 6-game winning streak. Home games, a 49-0 blowout win over Nelson County. They kept the tobacco stick for the second straight year. Edmonson County, a win over them at 31-18. Then came a 3-game road trip, something that could trip up a lot of teams, but instead it was the Cougars continuing to roll forward, defeating Fort Campbell 22-14, defeating Breckenridge County 24-12, and defeating Muhlenberg County 22-14. They went into the bye week better than you possibly could be, with a record of 6-0. Out of the bye week, though, the schedule got tougher, and the results started to show it. They played this Graves County team in a monsoon. The final score 21-10. The next week, back at home again, they played Ohio County, a game that they probably should have won. Turned out to be 40-31 final in the favor of the Eagles. Then it was a road trip to one of the perennial state powers in Owensboro. Owensboro won that one by a final score of 51-9. So what turned out to be a 6-0 season dropped all the way down to 6-3. A big game at Hart County, trying to reclaim the momentum going into the playoffs. And the Cougars had their second shutout in the season against Hart County, which is the first time that's happened since 2012. with a 34-0 victory. Tonight, though, it was a win over, or a loss to Graves County that ends the season. How it happened, so it all started out, the Cougars moved the ball a little bit on that first drive, but on the second play of the game for Graves County, it was a 91-yard pass touchdown that gave the Eagles a 7-0 lead. Cougars again moved the ball a little bit on that second drive. Turned out to be one of their last big drives of the game as they punted the ball away, only a 12-yard punt. But the defense stood tall and held Graves County short of the goal line, forcing them to go turnover on downs. On the first play of the second quarter, a 51-yard touchdown pass. It gave Graves County the 14-0 lead that they ended up taking into the half. In the third quarter, it was a 12-yard touchdown reception to McKee that gave Graves County the lead at 21-0. And then in the closing minutes of the game, a 1-yard touchdown run by McKee gave us our score of 28-0. So again, Graves County finishes this season with a record, or Grayson County finishes this season with a record of 28, or the final score is 28-0. The record was 7-4. I'm going to get this. It's been a long day. Now we're looking and staring down the neck of a 2.5-hour drive home. We're not looking forward to it. I know the buses have already pulled away. They didn't really wait around for anything. I don't really blame them either. So again, 28-0 was our final score. Our first basketball coverage will be 1 week from tonight. It'll be Meet the Cougar Night, as it will be broadcast, I believe, on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions. A lot of cool things planned for that night. And to be honest, we don't know a lot of it, and I know that we've heard a lot about saying, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, but we're going to be excited to bring that to you. But we also highly recommend that you go out to the Cougar Den and be able to cheer on these teams here as they have a new era of girls basketball with a new coach in Ted Hill. And the Cougar basketball team is going to try and win their third straight 12th district title this year, as they will actually be hosting the district title. The first basketball games, the girls will play on December the 2nd at home against John Hardin, while the boys will be the next night at home against Apollo. Also that week on Thursday, the girls will be on the road at Warren Central, and the boys will be at home on Friday against McLean County. So that's that first week in December. 4 games to bring you in 5 days, and we will be there for the coverage all year long. I want to, as we have a score update here from Edmonson County, they've just added another score. They lead Greene County 32-18 at the end of the third quarter. I want to thank our digital productions crew here all season long for all of their hard work. They've braved the elements. The past 2 weeks, we've had cold, we've had some severe heat, we've had rain. The only thing we haven't had is snow. Maybe next year. As here, we can in fact here, you know what, I've got my camera here. Let's see if we can bring them in. They deserve to be recognized. If you want to put them on, as our director is smiling into the camera like he's actually put us on. So there's our director, Chase Blaine. Give him a wave, Chase. There's our director, or director for one game, Cody Brock. And Cody, if you want to step out and let Anna. And that's Anna Davis. I want to thank all of the illustrious sports writer, Don Brown's in the other room. I'm sure he doesn't really want to be on camera. So I want to thank them for all of their work here this season. They've worked really hard. They braved the elements, and they've done a good job. I can't do it without them. All of the digital productions, I feel like I'm getting all of the credit. Nice job, nice job. I don't do any of that. I'm just here with a guy with a microphone that they let talk on an open mic for 3 hours. These are the guys that actually put in the work and do a good job on that every week. They'll be with us through basketball season, and we hope you will be with us as well. Again, the final score here tonight, Graves County defeats Grayson County by a final score of 28-0. So for our digital productions crew, Anna Davis, Cody Brock, and our director, Chase Blaine, for the illustrious sports writer, Don Brown, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.